Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. My name is Matt. I know this podcast is quite new, but some of you have been following along for a while now. As you may have noticed, the narrator has changed a couple of times already in just a few months. The truth is, the podcast has been growing extremely slow, and basically nobody has left us any reviews so far. I'm here as the new voice of the podcast and would love to stick around, but I need your support to do so. Please, if you enjoy our content, it would mean so much to us if you could just leave us a review on whichever podcast platform you use. Now, take a deep breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories, a gentle space where the whispers of the night guide you toward rest and renewal. You've chosen to settle here, in the hush and glow of evening, with the soft sounds of your own breath floating around you. Take a moment now to notice the weight of your body against the bed or chair, the rhythm of your inhalations and exhalations. Feel how each breath flows in, cool and refreshing, and flows out, warm and calming. As the day's clutter drifts away, you can sink deeper into this realm of peaceful stillness. Tonight's tale, Shadows of the Taj Mahal. A soft, soothing tale invites you to wander through a mysterious garden of quiet wonders. It begins, ever so gently, with moonlight dancing upon polished marble and a breeze that carries echoes of centuries past. For now, simply let your breathing slow and your mind settle. Soon, we'll step together into a world where dreams shimmer at the edge of reality. Feel the gentle warmth at the center of your chest, as if a candle glows quietly there. Sense how each breath expands that light, making it easier to let go of any lingering tension. Imagine it dissolving from your forehead, shoulders, or anywhere else you might be holding on to the day's worries. Let the muscles in your face soften, your shoulders drop, and your arms rest easily at your sides. If your eyelids haven't yet grown heavy, allow them to become heavy now. Notice how your breath continues, steady and reassuring. Trust in its unhurried pace. This moment is yours for rest, for drifting smoothly toward a vast, comforting darkness where the imagination can roam without care. Allow the hush of night to cradle you, as if you are floating on a gentle ocean of air. With each exhale, sink deeper into the present, leaving behind any concerns, thoughts, or to-do lists. Envision them dissolving like clouds under a warm sun, exposing a clear, bright sky of stillness within. You've opened a gate into a story designed to lull you into restful sleep, where each scene bathes you in calm, and each whispered detail is as soft as a silken blanket. And now, gently, let yourself flow into the story, trusting that it will guide you with soothing words and tranquil images. Far away, beyond bustling streets and the glow of city lamps, stands a majestic marble palace known as the Taj Mahal. Tonight, it sleeps beside a river that reflects starlight in its gentle currents. A pale moon watches from above, casting its silvery glow across the polished stone. In the quiet hours, a cool breeze moves through the surrounding gardens, carrying faint echoes of musicians who once played lullabies in ancient courtyards. It is a time when history's footsteps almost seem to echo in the corridors, when marble arches seem to stretch upward forever, and when the reflection of the grand dome dances upon the river's surface like a ghostly memory. A solitary traveler, wrapped in a soft shawl, has arrived in the city of Agra. This traveler, let us call them Layla, has always been fascinated by tales of hidden corners and forgotten whispers of the Taj Mahal. Long after the daytime crowds have dispersed, Layla decides to stroll through the moonlit path leading to the monument's gates, drawn by an inexplicable urge to witness something seldom revealed in daylight. The hush of night suits their contemplative spirit. Even though the grand structure has been admired by millions, Layla senses that there is a secret beneath its marble sheen, a secret that emerges only when shadows merge with the gentle glow of the moon. Layla approaches the tall, ornate gates. An old caretaker, tending to the lamps at the entrance, greets with a kind but mysterious smile. His hair is silver, much like the moonlight's glow, and his eyes carry a wise, comforting calm. He nods as if he understands the traveler's silent questions. He gives a small gesture of welcome, and the gate swings open with a soft creak. Beyond the entryway, a lush garden reveals itself. By daylight, this garden is full of vibrant blossoms and the hum of busy bees. At night, however, it becomes a realm of living silhouettes, where vines sway gently in the breeze and flowers glow faintly under the moon's tender touch. A narrow path of smooth stone cuts through the garden, leading toward the marble wonder that seems to float at the far end. Water channels lie on either side, reflecting the Taj's graceful arches in shimmering ribbons of moonlight. Each step Layla takes feels unhurried, as though time itself has decided to slow down, letting every moment stretch into a gentle infinity. The traveler can sense the quiet strength of the building ahead, a structure that has stood as a testament to love, memory, and timeless devotion. Once Layla reaches the central courtyard, they stand at the base of the great marble terrace. Overhead, the dome arcs gracefully into the star-filled sky. Soft echoes of ancient footsteps seem to linger in the corners. A few lamps flicker, casting warm golden circles that interlace with the moon's silver beams. The effect is almost that of stepping into a dream, where bright and dark dance in fluid harmony. Layla notices faint designs etched into the marble, a tapestry of flowers and vines. These carvings, in the hush of night, resemble a living lace that accentuates the Taj Mahal's soulful aura. Turning slowly, Layla spots something unusual, a faint shadow flickering by the edge of the courtyard. It moves with an otherworldly grace, like a gentle ripple in clear water. Intrigued, Layla steps closer, realizing that it may be a trick of the moonlight, or perhaps the silhouette of a passing cloud. Yet the traveler cannot shake the feeling that the shadow has an essence of its own, an ancient story waiting to be retold. When Layla's gaze settles on the spot, the shadow recedes, as if beckoning, leading deeper into the Taj Mahal's hidden corners. Through a tall archway, illuminated only by faint starlight, Layla wanders into a quiet passage seldom explored at this hour. Inside, the air cools noticeably, and the gentle scent of sandalwood wafts softly by. The walls are lined with intricate latticework, allowing slender moonbeams to slip through in delicate patterns. Footsteps echo on the polished floor, every tap creating a serene rhythm that seems to blend with the slow pulse of the night. The corridor leads to a modest courtyard at the back of the Taj Mahal, a place rarely visited and nearly forgotten in modern times. A small fountain rests there, its waters still, reflecting the moon's glow. Vines drape along the walls, and clusters of white flowers bloom in silent clusters. The traveler sees that same elusive shadow dancing around the fountain, its shape shifting in slow, rolling waves. The presence is neither threatening nor frightening. Instead, it feels almost comforting, like a lullaby played from a memory that exists somewhere between waking and dreaming. Layla steps closer. With each cautious approach, the shadow becomes a bit clearer, taking on an outline reminiscent of a slender figure draped in an airy robe. The figure's head tilts as if acknowledging Illa's arrival. In that silent exchange, something happens. A curious, peaceful sense of recognition emerges. The traveler senses that this shadow is a piece of the Taj Mahal's spirit, shaped by centuries of love, hope, and whispered devotion. A gentle hush fills the courtyard, and time seems to stand still in the glow of that ancient presence. In the moonlit hush, the shadow figure moves gracefully around the fountain's rim. It glides as though weightless, its posture regal and serene. Bits of gold and silver fleck the darkness like cosmic dust drifting around the silhouette. As Illa watches, entranced, the figure lifts a hand toward the watery surface. Ripples flow outward, and images begin to form in the fountain's reflection. Images of bygone days, when artisans chiseled gleaming marble, when gardens were alive with celebration, and when the gentle notes of sitar music reverberated under the moon. Entranced, Illa sees fragments of a story flicker within the water's reflection. The Taj Mahal was once a symbol of unwavering devotion, built in honor of a beloved queen. Each stone, each curve, each carved flower was a tribute to an everlasting bond. And these shadows, these soft, graceful shapes, are echoes of the love that once filled these corridors. They roam freely in the hush of night, preserving memories that daylight overlooks in its bright bustle. Slowly, the shimmering images fade, leaving only a gentle swirl at the fountain's surface. The courtyard grows still again, and the shadow figure rests its gaze upon Illa. Though it does not speak, its silent presence conveys a welcoming warmth, as if inviting the traveler to delve deeper into the palace's timeless enchantments. A quiet curiosity blooms in Illa's heart, a longing to follow this guide of moonlit grace. Softly, the figure turns away from the fountain, and with measured elegance drifts through a narrow hallway lined with filigreed windows. Illa follows, stepping lightly on the cool marble. Through the intricate windows, glimpses of the outside world appear, the silhouette of tall minarets against a backdrop of inky sky, and the silver gleam of the nearby river. The hush deepens, as though each corridor in the Taj Mahal carries the breath of centuries, a gentle exhalation of memory and dreams. They emerge into another hidden space, a room with soaring ceilings and a series of open archways. The moonlight is stronger here, illuminating patterned floors in designs that seem woven from the starlight itself. The air carries a light fragrance, jasmine and night-blooming lilies. In the center of the room stands a low dais, draped with delicate silks. The shadow figure floats to its edge, then pauses, as if to beckon Illa forward. Standing upon the dais, the traveler feels a subtle shift in the atmosphere. The dome overhead curves like a celestial shell. Whispered echoes swirl around, gentle but distinct, as though the Taj Mahal is murmuring its own lullabies. Outside, the breeze rustles leaves with a soothing hush. In these echoes, Illa senses a comfort that transcends words, a deep reassurance that all burdens can be set aside for a moment, replaced by the calm of simply existing in the present. A glimmer appears near one of the open archways. Another shadow emerges, similar in softness and shape, but tinged with a faint golden hue. Together, the two silhouettes trace an age-old dance across the floor, moving as one. Their steps are fluid, each gesture purposeful and serene. Illa stands at the dais, transfixed by this silent ballet of light and dark. The figures seem to pass through one another seamlessly, becoming for a moment a single, radiant presence, then separating again in a gentle swirl. Gradually, Layla notices that the soft chants floating in the air align with each graceful movement of these two figures. No voice is heard, but a musical hum reverberates around the traveler, like a faint memory of an ancient raga. It envelops the space in a soothing, mystical aura. The entire chamber seems part of a living tapestry of shadows, music, and moonbeams, a tapestry woven for the sole purpose of easing every restless thought. The dance concludes with the two silhouettes merging before the dais, forming a single, luminous figure. Its outline flickers for a moment in the moonlit chamber, then fades, leaving a gentle, shimmering glow in the air. Silence nestles back into every corner. With the dance ended, Layla feels a tingle of tranquility wash over every sense, as though the entire journey has been a meditation on peaceful connection. From the corner of the room, a narrow hallway slopes gently downward, leading to a more secluded part of the Taj Mahal's foundations. The caretaker appears again, his footsteps soft and measured. He nods in silent approval, then gestures for Layla to follow. Curiosity guiding them onward, the traveler descends beneath the polished floors. The air cools even further, carrying the rich scent of earthen walls and centuries-old spices. Lamps in wall sconces cast a warm glow that dances with the darkness. The caretaker's presence is reassuring, as if he has guided many such dreamlike wanderers before. A small chamber opens at the end of this passage, a place that feels more intimate than the grand halls above. In the center rests a low platform surrounded by cushions embroidered with intricate gold thread. The caretaker motions for Layla to sit and rest. He then lights a slender stick of incense, placing it in a carved holder. The sweet, mild fragrance fills the chamber, and the caretaker's gentle gaze suggests that lingering here is part of the Taj Mahal's hidden embrace, an embrace meant to soothe away any lingering cares. Without a word, the caretaker reaches into a wooden chest and brings out a small, worn book with a carved cover of swirling vines and flowers. Its pages, once crisp, are yellowed by time. He opens it carefully, revealing illustrations that seem to glow in the lamplight, glimpses of gardens from long ago, graceful forms dancing under moonlit skies, and subtle nods to a love story that inspired the palace's creation. As he turns each page, the caretaker's lips curl into a gentle smile, as though each picture recalls a cherished memory. Layla leans closer, noticing that the images move ever so slightly, as if animated by the hush and flicker of the lamplight. The caretaker doesn't speak, but the story is clear in the illustrations. The Taj Mahal's construction was an act of devotion, a labor of love that required years of careful artistry. The workers poured their hearts into the marble. Musicians would play softly at night to comfort exhausted craftsmen. And every now and then, the Queen's gentle spirit would drift through the halls, offering solace and gratitude to those who gave shape to her everlasting memorial. The final pages show scenes from quiet nights, much like this one, moonlit gatherings where wandering souls might glimpse the ephemeral dances of love and memory. One illustration depicts two silhouettes merging in a gentle swirl of silver and gold, much like the figures Layla has already witnessed. The caretaker gently closes the book, as if to say that the real story continues here, in this hush of night, where the living spirit of the Taj Mahal remains woven into every hidden corner. He carefully places the book back into the chest, leaving Layla with a sense of awe and reverence. Rising, he motions for the traveler to follow him once more, guiding them out of the chamber, up the winding passage, and back to the moonlit gardens above. The moment they emerge, fresh air envelops them. The caretaker gives a respectful nod, then disappears into the quiet corridors of the palace, leaving Illa alone in the softness of starlight. For a few long moments, the traveler stands near the reflecting pool. Above, the dome of the Taj Mahal glistens in silver majesty. The water below holds a perfect reflection of that dome, making it seem as though there are two Taj Mahals, one in the earthly realm, another in the realm of shimmering dreams. A mild fragrance of night-blooming flowers drifts across the garden, and a gentle hum, like distant chanting, lingers in the breeze. Illa cannot help but feel an immense calm, as if the entire universe breathes slowly here, in rhythmic harmony with the hush of night. Walking along the garden paths, Illa notices the myriad shapes of leaves overhead, each leaf etched in moonlit silver. Subtle chirps from night insects provide a gentle lullaby. The grass underfoot feels soft, each step a soothing caress on tired souls. Now and then, a faint glow appears between the trees, perhaps a floating orb of firefly light, or maybe the playful spirit of the garden's nocturnal guardians. Whatever it might be, the traveler feels no fear, only a quiet wonder that melts into tranquil acceptance. As Illa roams, the marble edifice seems to glow brighter, as though the Taj Mahal itself draws from the moon's luminescence, reflecting that gentle glow back into the night. A timeless guardian of love, the palace stands as a calm presence in a world that often forgets how to be still. In the hush of this late hour, it offers a sanctuary for any soul in need of rest. It reminds one that even the grandest of structures can become as soft and comforting as a mother's lullaby when viewed under the moon's tender gaze. Crossing a small arched bridge over a water channel, Illa notices that the reflection of the sky extends below, dotted with shimmering stars. It feels like traversing a pathway through a dream, where up and down are nearly indistinguishable. The quiet ripples of water gently lap the sides of the channel, creating an almost hypnotic rhythm. With each step, the traveler sinks deeper into a trance of serenity, lulled by the synergy of starlight, moonlight, and that subtle, inviting presence that seems to permeate the entire complex. Finally, finding a marble bench tucked beneath a blossoming tree, Illa sits. The trunk of the tree is thick, its bark rugged with time, yet the branches sway softly. White blossoms drift down, catching the silver beams of the moon as they fall. Resting against the sturdy trunk, Illa allows the hush of the Taj Mahal to seep into every breath. The traveler reflects on the night's wonders, the dancing silhouettes, the caretaker's knowing eyes, the hidden corridors, and the gentle invitation to experience the palace's living spirit. Each memory feels like a gift, filling the heart with warmth and the mind with calm acceptance. The wind picks up faintly, sending petals floating across the traveler's lap. The hush of the late hour wraps around them like a cozy shawl. Now, even the distant noises of the city have faded, leaving only the gentle rustle of leaves and the low murmur of water. Time begins to blur, and the traveler's eyelids grow heavy, lulled by the steady pulse of silence. Every muscle loosens, and the bench, though carved of marble, feels as comfortable as any familiar bed. High above, the moon continues its slow trek across the sky. Clouds drift around it in soft clusters, revealing and hiding its glow in languid intervals. The Taj Mahal, regal and timeless, stands as a guardian in the darkness, its story etched into every marble surface. And yet, there is no demand for attention, no pressing call for action. Instead, the monument seems to watch over all who come under its moonlit gaze, offering shelter in the stillness of the night. Now, allow the scenes to soften in your mind. Picture the traveler drifting into a gentle doze beneath the blooming tree, at peace within the Taj Mahal's embrace. As your thoughts wander, let them float on the tranquil currents of this story, growing quieter with each passing moment. Breathe in slowly, feeling a delicate ripple of relaxation roll through your body. Breathe out, releasing any lingering tension. In the background, imagine the faint echoes of that ancient dance. Silver silhouettes merge and separate in graceful unison, weaving through time without hurry. Their movements are a lullaby for the soul, a slow, comforting reminder that everything finds its rhythm if given space to breathe. Feel the air around you turn hushed, as though the night itself leans in to cradle your weary thoughts. Should any stray worries appear at the edges of your mind, let them pass by like drifting clouds. Watch them fade gently, allowing your awareness to settle into a deeper stillness. Notice the weight of your limbs, the softness of your breath, and that gentle warmth in your heart. Let yourself lean into this calm. No expectations, no tasks, just the soothing quiet of timeless corridors under the moon. Picture the reflecting pool, the archways, the drifting blossoms, all woven into an environment of peace designed to guide you toward restful sleep. In this serene realm, you can surrender to a sense of deep comfort. Gradually, your breath slows even further, each inhale a little lighter, each exhale a bit longer. You can almost hear the distant caretaker's footsteps, measured and gentle, reminding you that everything is safe. The hush of the Taj Mahal envelops you like a protective cloak, allowing you to drift deeper into the quiet recesses of your mind, where dreams take shape and rest comes easily. Allow the lingering images of marble archways and moonlit fountains to blur at the edges, dissolving into a pleasant haze. The story's mysterious murmur continues like a soft lullaby, encouraging each muscle to yield to the pull of slumber. Let your eyelids feel heavier, your breathing more steady, as though the palace itself is whispering a gentle goodnight. There is nothing you need to hold on to now. Give yourself permission to sink into the stillness, letting the final threads of consciousness drift away like wisps on a night breeze. The caretaker, the dancing silhouettes, and the quiet echoes of the Taj Mahal fade to the background. A warm darkness cradles you, assuring you that this rest is well deserved. Bask in that comforting hush. Feel the enveloping softness, the restful hush that seeps into every corner of your being. Let your awareness melt into a calm, star-lit sky of your own inner landscape, where each inhalation brings serenity and each exhalation releases the day's remaining knots. Let the story's memory become a gentle backdrop, guiding you to float peacefully among the tides of sleep. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well, and let the gentle spirit of the moonlit Taj watch over your dreams. May you find comfort and renewal in the quiet mysteries of the night. As breath and heartbeat slow, allow yourself to drift into the sweetest depths of slumber, safe and calm, enveloped by the hush of eternal peace.